Okay, so we got major spoilers for the Jujutsu Kaisen manga. Chapter 190 spoilers are officially out. If you don't want to be spoiled, check out some of my other videos. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Drop a like. Let's get into these spoilers. Chapter 190 summary title: Tokyo Number 2 Colony Part 9. These spoilers are from iDucky on Twitter, by the way. I'll link his Twitter down in the description below. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want more faster, up-to-date information on Jujutsu Kaisen. Kashimo releases his cursed energy and the electricity turns into heat, creating a steam explosion. So the aftermath of the last chapter, both of them underwater, Kashimo releases the electricity causing that massive explosion. Hikari is seemingly on his last leg after multiple domain expansions. Crazy stuff happening with his abilities. Let's see what happens. Kashimo takes Hikari's left arm, but having expected that, Hikari uses a binding vow on the promise of losing an arm to circulate his cursed energy and only lose his left arm. Then he KOs Kashimo, who has no cursed energy left, in one punch. This is basically the end of that battle. It's been going on for a few chapters now. Both of them were kind of going back and forth. Kashimo releasing that big explosion and that big attack. Hikari predicted that he was going to try to take his left arm so that Hikari couldn't use his domain expansion anymore. Made that binding vow, and now Hikari has survived and had the final blow on Kashimo, who has no cursed energy left, apparently. The reason why Kashimo didn't use his curse technique is because it can only be used once, and he only wants to use it against Sukuna. So Hikari strikes a deal with him, where he'll let Kashimo fight Sukuna if Kashimo becomes their ally. So apparently Kashimo has one of the maximum techniques or something different where it's only a one-time use and it is a instant kill type of technique. We don't know what that is yet. Hikari strikes the deal with Kashimo where if they join forces that eventually they will get to fight Sukuna. This means that all of the pieces are kind of coming together. They're sort of allying with all of these Jujutsu sorcerers, and all of the pieces are kind of moving together now, it seems like. Then he talks to Charles, who was the manga curse technique user from a few chapters ago, and meets up with Nishimiya. Nishimiya talks to Hikari about the 4 rules planned to be added. Rule number 1, allow players to give points to each other. That's a rule that's already been added. This is probably kind of further back and they don't realize that yet. Rule number 2, allow players to be replaced by other players for 100 points. I'm assuming they're going to try to use this with Megami's sister, maybe bring Karari in or somebody else that we aren't thinking about to be replaced for Megami's sister within the Culling game. Remove the restriction on electronic communication. This is something that Yuta talked about way back when they were talking to Tenjin about the entirety of the Culling games, so this makes sense that they're going to try to make this a new rule in the game. And rule number 4, allow players to leave and re-enter the colony. She tells Hikari that because Maki can leave and re-enter the barriers, they can do 3 later with Yuyu's help. At first, Hikari says they need comms because there's tough opponents in the other Tokyo colony. So, a lot to unpack right there. Maki has officially entered the chat. She is, I guess, done taking out the entirety of the Zenin clan, which, hey, very impressive. That was really quick. Hikari says in the other colonies, meaning we're going to go to more colonies within the Culling game, that there are tougher opponents yet to be fought. Then Hikari realizes and asks why Maki can leave and re-enter the colonies. Momo, that's because ... she became able to ... Hikari, what? If you remember back when she was initially killing all of the Zenin clan, merged with her sister Mai, got a whole new slew of abilities, became OP AF. Maki is up there with like Toji levels of abilities, which we don't fully see fleshed out yet, but I am extremely excited because Maki's one of my favorite characters to see how unbelievably powerful she has become, because this is pretty cool. So the scene changes to the Sakurajima colony. Maki and Noritoshi are getting rid of some dangers. Just as they're thinking about the next step, a giant bug-like creature enters the colony. I don't think this is Kiriyoshi from back when Yuta was fighting them. I'm pretty sure he died if I remember correctly. So this is an entirely new creature that is going to fight Maki and Noritoshi. But we're in a brand new colony. Maki is officially part of the Culling game. All of our characters and different kind of plot threads are coming together. We're gaining new allies with the resurrected Jujutsu sorcerers from the past that Kenjaku brought into the Culling games. This is a big chapter. When this officially comes out, we'll talk about it more. I'm going to try to do a live reaction on my channel. We're going to start doing live streams on the channel, so subscribe for further Jujutsu Kaisen news. Guys, chapter 190 was incredible. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section. Culling games, it's getting pretty spicy.